and welcome to episode 2 of the Angel Chronicles. I am Phil, and joining me once again is...
Hey guys, it's Lilith. What's up?
Our mean girl Cordelia Chase herself. So, we're talking about episode 2, season 1, episode 2, Lonely Hearts.
They just couldn't help themselves with these titles.
That single scene, man, I tell you what, it's a killer.
Oh, in LA, it's a killer. Oh, definitely.
It's not a demon, it's the STDs, huh?
Wow. Wrap it up.
Literally.
I don't know how big of an Angel fan you are, but there is a script out there for the original second episode called Corrupt, where Kate was an undercover crack addicted prostitute. So if you guys have not had a chance to do that, to look at that script, I say Google schmoogle, you will find it. It is very interesting. The WB rejected it, and this is what we got. This is our introduction to Kate that is very different.
I'm telling you, it's they wanted to do certain things, and I think the WB pulled them back, said, hey, remember where you're at.
Yeah, definitely. This was definitely a case. David Fury wrote that one as well as this one. We had a different director. I believe it was James Contner. Yeah, that's who wrote this one. But yeah, I was just like, I actually like Corrupt, but I get that it was a little too much. It was a little too much for the WB. I wish they would have just made that a bonus episode on the DVD though.
Yeah. Oh, so
that would have been really cool.
Did they actually shoot the whole thing and stuff?
No, it only got to the script and they were like, you can't do this. I remember because they were like, it was a big deal that they had to reshoot it. People were thinking that they were actually shutting Angel down because of this. And they're like, no, we're just retooling the second episode. Everybody calm down. False alarm. It was just like, dude, it's Angel. I just think back on it and I'm like, what could they have really been doing?
Because seriously, I thought they wanted to go... It seemed like they wanted to go a little more mature, but yeah, I guess the suits got in the way.
So yeah, it's kind of really funny. Doyle shows up, and Angel's brooding, and he's like, let's go out Friday, and hey, put in a good word with me for Cordelia, yeah. And then Cordelia shows up, as she does, with a box of business cards. I was like, that's my girl. Way to make a profit on that. On those souls that need saving. Doyle, he wanted to go out, and his vision gave him his wish because he gets a vision of Diabolique. And I'm like, wasn't that a movie about an evil cat? And before that, it was some weird French experimental film.
I remember hearing that name somewhere. I can't remember which one.
Yeah, it's from the early 90s. There's two different movies by that name, and they're both bad guano insane, and I don't bother. It's something Charlie Esser would like. Let me just put it to you that way. And I don't mean in a Marvel movie way.
Oh, I arrived. So I remember that.
But no, so yeah, it was just okay. Convenient plot point is convenient. Let's roll with it.
And Doyle and his, put a good word in for Cordelia, but don't tell her I'm half and half.
Would she have even cared?
Well, they even had her throw her line in this episode. I forget when she's like, "Ooh, demons, yucky."
You can't be a beggar at this point in your life, Cordelia. Is all that I'm saying.
Your money gone. Which
is funny because of Veronica Mars, she played a stepmom that had to be a stepmom because a MILF because she lost her money. Anyway, so they that's where they meet Kate for the first time is at that club. And we get a little sexy fun time with what were their names? Kevin and Sharon.
I think, yeah, something like that.
But why does sexy time always have to end with a dead body? I'm just saying, are they trying to make these kids messed up?
What is this, Species?
No, seriously, every time in the Buffyverse somebody has sex, something goes horribly, horribly wrong.
Oh yeah.
It's just you're gonna give these kids hang-ups, man.
Sex turns your partner evil. Or you die.
Or they're shady. Looking at you, Riley. Still bitter. It's okay. It was kind of obvious to me that Kate and Elizabeth Rom and David Boreanaz didn't have any chemistry. Otherwise, this character would have been much bigger than what we got.
Because she didn't. I mean, she made it in the season 2, and then that was it.
I think she has a total of like 5 or 6 episodes, and that's it.
Well, I didn't know if maybe she wasn't on there anymore because I know she was on Law and Order at some point. I didn't know if maybe she had gotten that job or if that was later.
I think it was later. I'm not sure. Like, I'm not a big Elizabeth Moran fan. I know the last thing that she did that I know her from is Beauty and the Beast on the CW. So make of that what you will. I mean, I love that show, but Beasties, no. It is not Shakespeare in the Park. She finds out eventually his secret. I think at that point, it's just kind of like the Laurel from Arrow season 1 problem. You can't have a love interest that's going to constantly be your antagonist.
Yeah.
We're super tense. You remember that episode when she finds out? So it's just like, you can't go anywhere from there.
But I mean, she should have kind of suspected something was up in this episode when he just like flips out, what was it, a 2nd or 3rd floor window and just like hits a car.
But it's LA, man. It's like Sunnydale. It's like you self-censor yourself because there's so much weird crap that happens just naturally that you can't really process any of the supernatural stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's the in-universe reason. Or they're on PCP. That's my favorite.
Yeah, but just because you don't feel like just because you don't feel the broken leg, don't mean you didn't break your leg.
Well, actually, that's exactly what it means until the endorphins wear off. Oh, yeah.
But I mean, she's either the next day or whatever, he should be like, have his leg in a cast or something.
It's LA, man, I think that's like one of the only cities where you can literally be like, well,
She was just gung ho. She just wanted a serial killer. She wanted to bag a serial killer.
I mean, if you're a cop, isn't that like the Holy Grail?
Yeah. But I mean, she should have known it wasn't him. A little too obvious guy coming in wearing all black. Come on.
Hey.
Profiling.
Sometimes it pays to profile. Sometimes it doesn't.
I mean, if this was the real world, but
what else happens? At the end, it was really funny though. They were just like, should we go out?
It's like, no. You just sit here.
God.
You just sit and brood in the dark, huh?
Yeah. It was you can feel where they were trying to go. And I'm kind of glad they steered away from the whole Kate thing. I just never really felt that chemistry there. I mean, I guess she was supposed to be very standoffish and frosty because she's a female cop. And I'm like, honey, you need to take some lessons from Olivia on Law and Order, okay?
Olivia Benson, yeah.
Although she was at her best, despite her downtrodden words, when she was still a Stabler, and you can't tell me different. Anyway.
I think most of the fandom agrees.
Writers trying it. I don't know. I thought this was actually a fun episode. Every show has that episode. Let's go out and see what happens, and weird stuff ensues. And this was a nice little supernatural twist on it.
I was gonna say it was part of the mission too, because it was in the vision from the powers that be.
How convenient.
Well, I mean, that whole thing.
His visions are the most convenient plot point is convenient I've seen in a long time.
Oh, yeah, and they even get transferred after he dies, but it's just like that whole thing with the powers that be and the visions is a giant plot point. It's like easiest way to get us to point A to point B. Someone has a vision.
You know what though? I like all the evolution. Like this show evolves. Like yes. We go from a basement to this hotel that Angel has his history with, and people start coming to them, and I just love those how they just grow and grow and grow, and it's organic.
And the team expands, yes.
Yeah. That's one thing that was crazy. How the team expands.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just like, oh, okay, this person's here now. That's cool. There were some iffy ones where I was just like, diversity, okay. So obviously, we all know what I'm talking about for that one. But yeah, I was just like, all right, WB, I see you. But he worked out. I like him. I do.
What, you think they hired Lauren just because he was green? Okay.
green people need representation too.
Mm-hmm.
Just cover those horns. This episode is actually Mike Masasa. Yeah, David Boreanaz's stunt double. His favorite episode from season 1 because of all the stunts he got to do.
Oh yeah, probably.
Where he gets thrown across the room and
flipping out the window.
I don't know if it's on the DVD or not, or if it was just like an interview that I read. But yeah, he loved this episode for all the stuff that they were doing. Yeah. I mean, honestly, if I was a stunt double, I'd want to be like on like Touched by an Angel. Like, you don't have to do anything. Maybe just stand because Della Reese can't stand that long. Like, I would not want to be a stunt double on Arrow, this show, Buffy. No way.
Not Walking Dead.
I don't. They don't do anything. They talk.
One of their stunt people died.
Oh yeah, that's right. Probably poor safety year.
Oh, but here's something we can do for for most of season 1, our obligatory Batman reference.
I was gonna say yes, of course. We got the Batman reference. Well, you can't just put your signal in the sky.
Oh, that too. But then when they're like locked, him and Kate are locked in the basement, and he pulls out the grapple gun. And she's standing behind him. She's like, "Who are you?"
Got that grapple gun.
It looked like so straight out of '89 Batman.
I didn't notice it, like the first couple of rewatches, but then like you get to like you're like, wait a minute, they were really trying.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I love where Kate tells him to go to hell, and he's like, been there, done that.
Yeah.
I was like, well, he's not lying. We got a Ken and Barbie reference, Peter Pan complex. We got a Naked City reference. Because they did try to be very noir, the first 2 seasons especially. Like, really hard-boiled detective tropes, like, to a T.
Oh, yeah, especially this first season.
Oh, my gosh. And I think that's probably why I initially liked it. I saw where they were trying to go. But like I said, how the show evolves and grows and expands is crazy. Especially, like, after season 3, like, all bets are off. You think you know, but no, you don't know. I guarantee you don't know. And if you said you did, you're a liar.
Ah!
Seriously, Angel got crazy quick.
Oh, yeah.
And if you stick through that, you get a really amazing final season. That shouldn't have been his final season. They had so much more story to tell after that.
Just the way they ended it.
I mean, I know there's a comic book, but there's not for nothing. I hate comic book continuations. I really do.
Not the same.
It's not. And yeah, you get to do more stuff, and but it's just not the same. So, yeah. I like this episode. It's a solid B+ effort. I really wish that they wouldn't have took Corrupt off the board so quickly. I think they should have let the viewers decide for themselves. And we could have probably had a different show. You know what I mean? They
probably could have toned it down a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Like maybe she doesn't do crack. Maybe her pimp puts heroin in her arm for her. She doesn't do it herself.
Or she's like a drug addict, but you don't see the drugs.
Something, yeah.
Yeah.
Suits. I don't miss the WB. I mean, you see what they did with the DCEU, so they have a long history of messing things up for the fans.
I don't know. I just think, I don't know. I mean, again, the suits are still messing stuff up, but I'm thinking people are coming around to the thing. It's like, don't stray too far from the source material, and don't. Well, on the Marvel side.
Okay. Well,
I know I mentioned your trigger word. I'm sorry.
It is not my trigger word, but Marvel movies. I mean, it's for popcorn.
I mentioned the MCU, and you either get angry or you just like.
it's not, everything is not for everybody, and that's fine. I can let everybody else enjoy their thing. But I think that Angel is for everybody. And if you know somebody who hasn't seen Angel, you better have the whole series collection and sit them down and start a binge. And I guarantee you they'll thank you.
Yes.
So that's my PSA for today. Tell a friend. Binge with a friend.
I remember when it was on the first time, I told everyone, like, you gotta watch this.
This was a show that I watched every single week.
Yes. Same here.
Because there was some crazy shenanigans always going on.
It was must see TV. I was like, even if I wasn't home, like I would tell people, be like, put the TV on, put it on, Chef. What was WB? But I was like, change the channel.
So yeah. How do you feel about Kate?
I don't know. I really don't have a problem with her not being on as much, just because, like you said, they didn't have the chemistry, and they really didn't do. I don't know if it's that they didn't do much with her, or if they really just the writing. It's, she always had to be.
You think that they would come into contact way more often?
Yeah. Or even, she could come over to his side a little more.
Yeah. Potatoes. Put them in a pot. It's all good.
Yeah, it was very weird because they just, I don't know, that she was there so infrequently. Because I watch this episode, and I thought she was going to be like his Gordon or something.
I know, right? Mm. But then again, you have to be happy that sometimes the TV show subverts your expectations.
True.
And maybe because she was blonde and they didn't want that, maybe Angel has a type.
Oh, yeah.
She's a strong woman that, doesn't need to be rescued. Maybe that's why they backed out of it. Well, too fair.
Yeah, but wouldn't that have been interesting if, like, Cordelia or something pointed out, it's like, oh boy, you have a type. Hey, they made Cordelia go blonde.
Yikes. It's rough. So yeah, I don't like the first 3 episodes, still world building. It's you need that foundation. But nothing to write home about until at least the 5th episode, just to be honest.
Yeah, first episode was world building. This one was a little more building with, like, we get the Angel investigations, and this is how it's going to be. Doyle gets a vision.
Get used to it or don't. Yeah, I like I said, I don't think the season 1 is my favorite, but I think that it's solid in and of itself.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it was my favorite, but yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, most of the series is pretty good,
except for that one season, though. We'll talk about. Where you're just like, I literally was scratching my head a lot during the Abomination season. And I'm not talking Hulk either.
I was like, somebody lose a bet?
Yeah, the fans. Oh. I'm kidding. There's plenty to like in that season, but y'all have to bear with me. It's not Arrow 4 season 4 bad, so.
Ooh.
So I'll still be upbeat and chipper. So yeah. We'll find a better structure as we go along, guys.
That's right. All right. Is that it?
I think so.
All right. Well, as we say, send us your thoughts on this episode or any of the upcoming episodes. You have like 108 more you can send us thoughts on.
The countdown begins.
That's right. All right. So you can always email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. We're on Facebook, the Angel Chronicles, on Twitter @Angel TV Podcast and @CL Sidekicks Podcast. And the voicemail, call us. We can help. 614-382-2737. That's 614.
We help the helpless, Philip. Come on.
That's right. 614-38 capes. We help the helpless. They don't want to call our listeners helpless.
You gotta change the voicemail to that now. And then also the Constantine, like you have to rotate them. The Constantine greeting.
Yeah, no problem.
Get right on that, Gelman.
Sorry, Reed. So, Lilith Hellfire, if anyone wants to fight you on your controversial stances on topics, where can they get a hold of you?
At Lilith Hellfire, especially if you are going to be watching Supergirl June 18th, her season finale. Or if you nerds want to fight me, that's where you can find me. But if you love Superman and Smallville, please don't fight me, because I do have kryptonite. At Save Me Podcast on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. At Save Me Podcast. And please be sure to check out SaveMePodcast.net, because .com was taken. The butt wipes. June 18th. Check it out.
Once again, this has been another episode of the Angel Chronicles, episode 2. We didn't even mention the whole thing with the demon jumping from body to body. Was that supposed to be a metaphor for like STDs?
Yes, it was, Philip. Because again, no good can come with sex. Because teenagers are watching.
Just say no, children. You can go to bars and get drunk and...
It's like It Follows, which is a great horror movie, by the way.
Remember, come back. Don't be afraid, because we can help you.